The most destructive changes in history do not always arrive with armies. Sometimes they arrive with the pen and paper. After Columbus's voyages, Spain claimed Jamaica as part of its growing empire. The island was no longer simply a place, it was now a possession. And to manage it, the Spanish introduced a system known as the Encomienda. On paper, the Encomienda was presented as protection. Spanish settlers were granted control over land and the people living on it, with the responsibility to provide care and Christian instruction. In practice, it became a system of forced labor. Taíno men and women were compelled to work in fields, mines, and settlements under harsh conditions. They were separated from their communities, their routines disrupted, their belief systems condemned as pagan. What had once been a life organized around balance and cooperation was now governed by quotas and punishment. Disease soon followed: smallpox, measles, and influenza. Illnesses unknown in the Caribbean spread rapidly through Taíno villages. With no immunity, entire communities collapsed in a matter of years. The extreme labor weakened their bodies. Hunger followed. So did despair. Spanish records noted the decline, but often without alarm. To colonial administrators, the loss of indigenous lives was a logistical problem, not a moral one. As the Taíno population fell, enslaved Africans were brought to Jamaica to replace them. The system adapted. The suffering continued. Within a single generation, the Taíno people of Jamaica were nearly erased as a visible population. Their villages disappeared. Their leaders were gone. Their voices faded from the written record, because Europeans were the ones doing the writing. Yet erasure is never complete. Taíno knowledge survived in quiet ways, in food, in words, in tools, in bloodlines. Their influence remained embedded in the island itself, even as their society was dismantled. The Encomienda did more than exploit labor. It destroyed a world and replaced it with a system built on extraction, hierarchy, and control. It was not the end of Jamaica's story, but it was the end of Jamaica as it had once been.